In this video today, I am going to give you a few tricks and tips for working brioche in the round and making sure that you get a nice line here where one round ends and one begins, and what to look out for when you finish a row that ends with a yarn over slip, and how to make sure that you keep your stitches in the right spot. So I'm going to finish my round here. I just did a yarn over slip, slip yarn over, and then a brioche knit, and here's my slip yarn over again. Now what's interesting about this final slip yarn over is that my yarn over is not secured to anything. So you have to be especially careful of this when you come around on the next round to work the brioche knit or brioche purl over that last stitch that hasn't had the slip yarn over secured. And there are two ways to do that. One way to secure this yarn over is to actually bring it around to the front like you were about to purl a stitch right after you make it. This way, when you go to begin your next row, the yarn is caught there and it will be a slip yarn over when you encounter it on the next row. So let me show you what that means. So here I am at the end of the round, and you'll remember I wrapped my yarn over the needle for my slip yarn over and brought it to the front in between the two needles. So here I am at the end of the round. I have my slip yarn over, brioche purl, slip yarn over, and brioche purl. And I can just brioche purl this together just like so, because the yarn was right there. Then what I'm going to do with this yarn, since I need it in the back for my brioche knit round, I'm going to bring it to the back between the two needles and begin my brioche knit round. The other way to make sure that the yarn over gets caught when you encounter it, and I'm just going to finish this round here with my slip yarn over, brioche knit, slip yarn over, is that I typically just leave this yarn over hanging. And then when I encounter it on the next round, on what will be my brioche purl navy blue round, I hold it in place while I work my final brioche purl, and I will show you what that means. So here I am at the end of the round. I'm going to finish up with my slip yarn over, brioche purl, slip yarn over, and then here is that stitch that I should be brioche purling together. And it's this navy blue stitch with the yarn over here that's really not secure. So what I do is I hold that in place, and whether you're continental or English style knitter, you hold that in place and you work your brioche purl, holding that stitch in place. And I give it a little tug. So you can do either technique. It's whatever feels most comfortable to you. And both are fine, both work the same way. The next tip I have for you is how to pick up your yarn each time you begin a round to make sure that you have a nice, even looking beginning and end. So if you've ever worked in the round with brioche before and gotten a few twists and turns and little bumps showing when you are at the beginning of the round in that first column, probably what's happening is you're over twisting these yarns when you get to the spot. So what you want to do anytime you pick up a new yarn for your brioche knitting is you want to make sure, or when you're picking up your new color, you want to make sure that your new yarn is coming behind the old color. So I'm about to work with my hot pink and it's leading towards the left. So I finished with my blue and I want to make sure that my hot pink is coming just like this under the blue and to the left. That's after finishing a brioche purl stitch in the navy blue. So my navy blue is sort of on top and my hot pink yarn is coming right behind it. And I'll show you what that looks like at the end of the hot pink round as well. So here I am at the end of my hot pink round. I'm going to do my slip yarn over, brioche knit, slip yarn over, and then I'm going to just drop my slip yarn over. If you feel like it, bring it to the front of the work, and then pick up my navy blue yarn, making sure it's to the left and behind that hot pink yarn. So nothing gets twisted or wrapped around one another. It's actually very simple. You just drop the old color and pick up the new one from behind, and then proceed with the next round. Happy knitting!